Peace and blessings, beloveds. You are tuned in to another episode of the Speak On It podcast. It's your boy Wine the Dine, aka Timon. Pumba, what up?
Man, gonna do me again? Hey, it's your boy. It's your boy Main Tap all the way in with the folks.
And before we go any further, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and definitely subscribe. Yeah, man, subscribe and save lives. You hear me? And again, we got another one for y'all, man. We locked in, and we gonna keep it coming like we told y'all all year long, man. A new interview, man. We got one.
For sure.
We got one.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah. Artist. Self-made.
Father.
Community paid.
Hey, come on now.
Yeah, man.
Got my boy Josh Inc. in the building, man. Give it up for Josh.
Yeah, sir. Steve.
Appreciate the love.
Yeah, for sure, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man.
That's
what's
up,
life.
Man. I feel it, man. What's been going on, man? How the ink world treating you?
Man, it's good, man. It's a steady incline. Not gonna lie. Start off a bit rough, but man, you just like anything, you just consistent with it and just keep going with it. You'll get up there.
Okay. So what really got you into tattooing to begin with?
I was already artistic, but back in school and shit like that, I was distracted. You know, I was sports and hoes, pretty much. Keep it blunt with you, dog.
Like most of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I used to do it and used to keep it on the side. But when I got older, I started exploring myself more. Started doing little researches about who I am, who I was, type shit. That's when I kind of started experimenting, drawing again, and kind of just picking up art as a whole. So,
okay. Yeah. So, when did you first get into the tattooing in general? Like just picking up the machine, the gun, yeah.
So the machine came during quarantine. We was inside. I was curious. I got bored. It's only so much game, weed, all this shit can do. So this shit, you start finding productivity. Once I got my machine in, I ordered some skin, some little fake skin. They were selling all this stuff. I think this Amazon was popping too.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, did you start, because I know some people start on pig skin.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Not pig skin, I wish, man, but it was some synthetic, it's like a little square, it's like a little skin slab, man. I swear, if you put a sewing needle through it, that gonna go right through.
Little fleshlight skin, I feel.
Yeah, so it was hella thin. Man, it was cheap too. It was $20 for 15 pieces of them. Once I got those in, I started pulling little lines and stuff like that. I'm like, man, this ain't really too much difficult how other people say it is. So then after that, I was like, let me work on my portfolio a little bit more, get my drawing up there. Went out to a few shops and shit like that. Of course, it's quarantine, so people ain't really trying to take on extra people if they ain't got to. So it was a lot of no's at first, and then I remember this one shop, he was black owned. I've been following dude for a minute, actually. He graduated the same class as me, and he been doing this thing in the industry. And he finally opened up his shop. I was like, let me go check bro out real quick, see if he'll hire me. And it's been history ever since.
That's what it do. What shop is that?
That's Immortal Ink Tattoo Gallery downtown, right there on the land and next to Big Daddy's. Well, Big Daddy's used to be.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, right down there. Okay. So what was your first machine, man, when it comes to it? Because I know it's different artists use different type of material. What's your go-to needle when you go to tattoo?
Well, my first machine, I get into what I use now, but my first machine, man, I ain't gonna lie, that was an Amazon kit. So no, I would not recommend doing that one. Don't do that one. When I got there and I told them where I got it from, they clowned me.
Hey, we gotta start somewhere, man.
You gotta jump off the porch.
You definitely do got to start somewhere. But after that, it was education. So after that, I did some more research, and I had bought a Dragon Hawk machine, and that's one that somebody broke in my car and stole. So I can't really talk about that one too much.
Damn it. Bacon St. Louis.
Yeah.
Gremlins, man.
It
really was. But
I hit all at some point in time.
I actually brought in my machine though.
Okay.
My industry machine. This one I use currently. And this one is a Bishop wand rotary.
Okay.
So this one costs somewhere around $1,200. $1,200 with the battery pack. and the charger to go with it too.
So that's one of the wireless.
Yeah, this is a wireless one. It can be hooked up to a power machine, which I use too for like consistent power. But
Yeah.
if you prefer to like just be free-handed with it, you got that option too. So
Oh, that's what's up. That was another question I was gonna ask you, man. Do you when it comes to tattooing, are you more of a stencil guy yourself, or you prefer the freehand, or just whatever it is the client wants?
both. I like a challenge. So if it's a freehand day and like I could draw what you basically, if you could describe to me well what you want and I could draw that, like I feel like I could do that. So, but if it's also like a stencil, say for instance, damn, I'm thinking like, yeah, I was just gonna say like, I'm thinking like a detailed tattoo, like a dragon or something like that with scales or something like that.
It ain't really no dragon, but it's something. I need you to turn that into something for me. I need that.
Tell me, you in your professional opinion, what are you looking at?
What you feel like that is, and then I'll tell you what it's supposed to be.
I'm not gonna lie,
Give it to us straight and raw.
It looked like a mixture between a bird and a cat. So it's like, was it trying to be a tiger or was it trying to be an eagle?
It was supposed to be a tiger eye. Yeah. So originally all the extra shading wasn't there.
Right.
And he went back to supposedly touch it up and it went left after that.
Nah. So how did that experience look?
Oh man. This why, but you know what? I'm not gonna do him like that because that's definitely my boy. That was one of my younger days. I was like 17, 18, bro. Okay. I was working at Charter and I was at a girl house, a female customer house, and she was getting a tattoo. So when the tattoo dude pulled up, I only had, at the time, I only had one tattoo. I just had this, and I had wanted some more tats. So I'm like, when the tattoo dude pulled up, I'm like, okay, young and green. Yeah. So I'm like, I was over the bro. I showed him what it was, poor too, and not really poor, just bad money management back then. I'm like, I showed him what I wanted. I could have took it to T-Dogs and got exactly what it was supposed to be, but T-Dogs was going to crack me for the detail that was. Yeah. He was like $150. He's like, yeah, I think I could do it $150. And he went and did it. And he actually in the shop now, though. Like I said, it's definitely not to down him. He came a long way. And he did the rest of my tats. So I ain't stopped at just one. I went back, I got a tat here. He did this one. Now I fucked this one up because I wasn't moisturizing it good enough, you know what I'm saying? And some of it came out, but that was on me, so I can't blame the artist on that one.
Okay.
But yeah, it was just, he was still new in the tattoo game too, man, and it was cheap. You know how it is when you're young, man. It's a cheap tattoo, and I wanted one.
Hey, but you helped him get where he's supposed to be, so shit,
he the guy now. He that guy.
That's also important too, man, because, hey, yeah, in the beginning, I don't blame him, but.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he could give me right now, but that's why I said, man, I really, I don't know. I think I want to turn into some tribal shit. Just like, I don't know, kind of Rock. You know how the Rock got his little shit.
Yeah,
you can get me right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, especially like some geometrics and stuff. Like,
you
know what mandalas are?
Because it's done. So I just want to change it up and we could go with something else.
Oh,
so
yeah, for sure.
We can make that happen.
You got something like that to ones that you know what I'm saying, might not have gave them what they asked for, or, you know what I'm saying, some ones that you weren't too proud of when you send them on their way?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's what I say. Like, it's important. But it's also important for the artist to tell you, like, I'm in the beginning, so take it easy on me. Don't judge me. But shit, you gotta have that confidence too to actually go in there and like fully do this. But one that I fucked up was actually my first tattoo. So like so I thought it was easy. It was just 98. It was going on her ankle. She wanted it in red. I'm like, this is shit. This made for me. I line it up. Boom. It's all good. Now we ready to pack it in because she want the color to like fill in and shit like that. Man, I'm over here cooking her ass. I didn't even know I'm cooking her either. I'm straight. Yeah. Like, so I'm like, first tattoo done in the shop. They letting me kind of like fall on my head a little bit to kind of like, learn.
For sure. Bring some of that confidence down so you can learn.
Yeah, so like after we got done, she walked out here cool, but like a week or maybe a few days later, she hit me up with like, man, this motherfucker ain't healing right. And that's how I knew. I was like, damn.
Skin still raw.
Yeah.
That's too. Feel it.
And she said the color didn't even sit in. So.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, like that's one of the ones I gotta go back into, but like, it's all love though. I broke it down to her. She knew I was an apprentice.
So she Would she let you touch her again, or she said, "Fuck it, I ain't coming back, nigga"? You
Oh
know?
yeah, she came back and got a few up.
Oh, okay.
See?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, man. So we understand when you getting them tattoos, you gotta understand that the artist is developing too. You know what I'm saying? It's an
Yeah.
appreciation for both ends.
Like, yeah, and like, one thing I say for new artists is don't go in like, bro, I'm the shit. Like, you got to calm it down a little bit, especially if you around other artists trying to work with them and shit like that. We don't really like the arrogance in shops and shit like that. We kind of like, we do, but we don't. I ain't gonna lie, it's levels to it. It's like, if you know you doing good, but like, if we know you kind of like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, kind of
teetering the line a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, you know, chill out.
I got you. That's a fact.
So could you get like insight into like the culture of a shop?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody say our shop different. I guess because we black on, so like we don't get off until like the dramas of like other shops do be having on. Like they be, I could tell you what I hear from like the dramatic shops. Like people hazing you when during your you know what I'm saying, during your apprenticeship. You got people, god damn. Man, all bizarre shit. Like they'll come fuck with you while you're tatting. Like, you know, there's how do I say this without even saying it wrong?
It's a competitive space.
It is a competitive space, that's for sure. That's even in our shop too. So like everything I said before that, but you know, like the hazing and shit like that, we don't do that for the most part. We let you get your experience, but like, yeah, it's definitely all of that.
Okay. Yeah, man. Because my only, I guess you could say, in-depth view of a tattoo shop would be Black Ink Crew.
Yeah.
And that's obviously, you know what I'm saying, programming to where it look a certain way. So I don't want to just have that specific view of tattoo shops in general.
Nah, we won't stop our tattoos to go, you know, catch our baby mama running outside with our phones type shit. We ain't got none of that shit going on. Black Ink Crew that is all entertainment. I was watching that shit one time. I'm like, damn, did they even tattoo?
Man.
They even tattoo.
Argue about tattooing more than tattooing.
Yeah.
Doing tattoos.
Like, bro, I don't care about the relationships y'all got going on, man. Like, what? Let me see some work or something.
Right. Could you see yourself doing some reality shit on that type of time? You know, if it was more so of
More
the art,
tattooing, yeah.
like something like
Yeah.
Ink Master.
Something like that. I always said that in the beginning I said I wouldn't go on Ink Master, but now I wouldn't mind shit just to like, because personally I'm all about like failing as many times as I can just to get to where I need to be. So if you need to tell me the hard truth, I need to hear from another perspective, because they don't know you from a can of paint, so they gonna give it to you, you know, just how they see it. If you can keep it 100 with me like that, yeah, I want you around me. I want you to definitely give me some input.
I feel it. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've seen some of your work, so that's what even led me to wanting to experiment. I don't know if you call it experiment, but like, you know what? I'm gonna go get a tat from bro. Because I've seen your progression, you know what I'm saying? Just even from the work that you put out on Instagram, Facebook. I'm like, I see my dude, he growing. And I seen you made a post, if you be like willing to talk about it, you kind of went from the 9-to-5 life to an entrepreneur. How was that journey itself, that big step?
Man, not gonna lie, especially with kids in the picture too. Well, with my kid in the picture. Well, I just be honest, my girl didn't like it at all. She was like, everybody that's used to a job used to, you know what I'm saying, you stick it to that job way. But I'm like, man, I gotta do this shit because I ain't happy here. The transition started with, I was working this one gig. I had my class, so I was delivering and shit like that, but they let me go, just like how jobs do whenever they get on some bullshit. So they found any reason to kind of let me go type shit. So I got that kind of pissed me off. I'm like 2 years in with this company. I'm thinking like, shit, I could chill here, stack my bread up, and actually put my bread towards this entrepreneurship. But when they did that, I started looking at jobs differently. I'm like, damn, man, I'm wasting my time trying to like, and I'm not saying that jobs are bad, but for everybody, but 100%. Me personally, that's why I was like, my journey is, I'm trying to do something else with myself. And the whole time, just wasting 2 years of my life working for this job, and motherfuckers just throw you out like that, like, man. But after that, that's when I started like going all in, and you know what I'm saying, there was a lot of cold days, a lot of cold nights and shit like that, especially when you're in your beginning phase. So like I said at the beginning, just staying consistent and like just sticking to like where you trying to be. And that's what's gonna carry you throughout all of that, because you start blocking out all of that shit and having minimal distractions too. Minimal distractions.
Trying to have like a laser kind of tunnel vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, almost in a sense, man. And yeah.
You ever have like feelings of regret at times, you know what I'm saying? Or just
At least
unsurety?
Yeah. Cause I was making money. I'm not gonna lie. Like I went from like making some money, especially like to do what I want, like to afford the lifestyle I want, to pretty much do what I want. So I was happy before I even started tattooing. I just wanted to tattoo because I wanted to kind of do my own thing as far as like jobs wise. But it got hard like right around the time when my son was born. I had to take a lot of time off from it to actually like help my lady. You know what I'm saying? Like we both first time parents. So, it's kind of hard on her, it's hard on me. So, I had to find a job. Ended up working for insurance for about 6 months, and I honestly would say I regret some of the money that I did make consistently with a job. That's all I'll say. But as far as like happiness wise, no, I don't regret it at all, man. I wake up happy. I do what I want to do, and shit, I take what I make.
There we go.
Peace is the ultimate reward of anything, bro.
Hell yeah.
Family, your sanity. And then like you said, now you get to make your own schedule. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, you get to go in when you want to go in, I would imagine.
Hell yeah.
And that's what you make of the day.
Yeah, I could be overnight one night. I could be early morning for you. So yeah, it just however I want to set it up, and that's kind of the beauty of it. But a lot of like other shit does go in the part of being an entrepreneur too. Like when it come down to like numbers, taxes, and shit like that. Like you got to learn about that shit, because a lot of people want to be artists, but they don't want to be businessmen, and that comes with that too, especially nowadays.
I'm glad you kind of said that, not to jump too far ahead. Want to be a businessman. What's your ultimate goal? Or I don't want to say end goal, since you are still kind of new in it. But what's your dream? What's your goal of being a tattoo artist? Do you want to just be an artist? Do you one day want to own a chain, or just maybe one? You know what I'm saying? One tattoo shop, a chain of shops, start a franchise, join a franchise. What's Josh's goals?
To be honest, that's a good question, because I kind of like am still figuring out the big picture of after this too. Still, like, excuse me, I guess I guess I can't really give you an honest answer right now. Now the answer to that would be to kind of like just develop myself more and kind of just keep putting away, the money that I'm making, to kind of like keep elevating. But after that, I thought about owning a shop. I thought about like going in with like a private studio or something like that. And even with artistic wise, I thought about owning my own gallery and shit too. So yeah, like I definitely thought about getting into it.
Speaking of gallery, like what are some of your inspirations in art in general? You know what I mean? Some people that you like draw your inspiration from, people you look up to in the space, or artists that you know what I'm saying, that made you want to take that style and just develop more into artistry, shit that you just liked, loved, you took from, whatever.
Artistic wise, I would say who inspires me and who's doing a really good job out there would be this lady. Her name's Art Doll. So she does murals all over St. Louis, man. She's been really killing it. She had a great last year. And for tattooing, I have a few of them actually. So I'm gonna start off with my initial one, my guy who got me into all of this. And honestly, I probably wouldn't even be a licensed artist if it wasn't for him. So I'm gonna say Sean Smith. He got me into it. He inspires me every day. I get to see him kill shit up close.
I know, Sean.
Yeah, he does his thing down there. Wes Inc. If y'all don't know him, he used to be at STL Link.
Yeah, we definitely familiar with Wes.
Oh yeah,
sure, yeah.
Okay,
sure.
So yeah, he inspires me. Luck 24G, when he was at the shop, he inspired me. It was a lot of OGs. Tony, Sharonda, man, if I miss your name, it ain't even like that. But man, it like a lot of people. I'm in a good environment. So
yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. It's for you to say that it's so much like collaboration, I would say, in the city of just artists that, you know what I'm saying? I would assume y'all, everybody support each other, and you know what I'm saying, in a space that's just, we here, you know what I'm saying, we black, we in this industry, and we just want to see everybody prevail and, you know what I'm saying, move on to the next level.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's and it gets hard too, cause like a lot of I say a lot of white shops or a lot of people that aren't like melanated tattoo artists, they kind of turn down us melanated people because they don't know how to deal with like our skin. So it's better for like, I wouldn't say it's better. It's at the end of the day, it's your choice. But like, I would advise like melanated people to get tattooed by melanated people because we
feel it.
Yeah, we know what to do with ourselves, and we kind of provide that space of comfort for you too. Like a lot of people, we go into these white shops and we got to kind of tough it out a little bit. You know, we got to tough that environment out until we ready to go. But hey, we provide that space for you, so yeah, y'all can come on home.
Similar with like her. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what to do without her, man.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
Yeah, you wouldn't go to Great Clips, would you?
Hell no.
I wouldn't let them drag no clippers through my head.
Nah. You know what I'm saying? No, sir. Not them $8 cuts.
I'll go down to Leonard's Barber Company. I'll let them do that.
Hey, you know, I ain't fucking with them neither. It's them the $7 cuts.
But I heard you say you're a licensed tattoo artist, man. So what's the steps if somebody was to want to get into it? Is it college? Is it school? Is it just one of those things where you got to get a certain amount of hours?
It's a certain amount of hours you have to get into and amount of procedures too. So 300 hours, 50 procedures. Okay. Usually you get your procedures out the way first, then your 300 hours come a little bit afterwards, depending on how you how you do your tattoos and shit. But hey, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if the number sounds small to you or not. I thought that shit was easy, man. 300 hours takes
crazy. Yeah. It's mad crazy when you think about it.
That's long when you doing stints at a time, when you doing it in increments. You know what I'm saying? 6 hours here, 5 hours, 8.
And it's not from the setup to the breakdown. It's from when you actually put the needle in the skin to when you pull it out of the skin. That's when the time starts and ends.
Oh,
so
man.
It's like, so it's like it really gets chewed up a little bit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like they got to know if you want it, man. And
so describe the procedures, bro. Like, are those like set tattoos or techniques that they would want you to do in the time that you got to show proficiency in?
So usually who you apprenticing under, you know what I'm saying, probably has that notoriety, like, you know what I'm saying, they're a good artist. So they're supposed to teach you exactly what you want to know. Preferably you'll go to somebody that somewhat has an artistic style relating to you. So they supposed to teach you all the lines, the shading, you know what I'm saying, the techniques that they learned. They supposed to pass all of that to you, and that's just how you're supposed to get your license. I don't see why they would hold anything back from you, you know, because you're gonna be working for them for a minute anyway.
Right.
So.
Okay, that makes sense. So you don't necessarily have to go to a college. You get in the shop, and it's kind of under another licensed tattoo artist, and that's kind of how I go.
You know, speaking of college, it's not actually a college, but I've been seeing a lot of like tattoo academies popping up here.
Okay.
So like a lot of people have been doing like tattoo academy workshops and stuff like that, where they have like, if you already an established or licensed artist, you could pay for the class and go about your business, or you could like go through an apprenticeship with them if you don't have your license and kind of learn through that motion. That's what we provide at our shop. But I know a lot of people are literally probably on a tuition academy thing for tattooing. So it's man, the world is getting crazy for that. We getting more and more accepting of it. So
Okay. So with the styles of tattooing, what would you say you prefer?
I prefer neo-traditional. It's a bit of a new style. So you got traditional, then you got neo-traditional, you got realism, and you got like different variations of that. I do like realism though. That's my second one. But neo-traditional is kind of because it's the most creative one. I don't have to like focus on looking at your granny for like 2 hours, 3 hours type stuff. So I get to like mess around with this skull. It may not even be a skull. It might be a skull sitting on top of like a tiger head or something like that. Like it might be something dope. And then we get to do color too. But you could do all of that with realism as well. It's just, you got to actually get to that level too. So it takes a lot of leveling up to get to that point of realism. But realism is definitely a fun one as well.
Okay.
You
got like a class system. I want to compare it to like martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you start off with a brown belt and then you work your way up to the
white. Blue.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's probably not like plaques or anything y'all get like that, but do you have things like that, markers to where you like, okay, I got this down, or
Yeah, right. Look, we got to paint. We have to draw. We didn't just come in with our machines or nothing like that. He ain't just let us just come in. First of all, he ain't even know. I ain't even looked at it like that. He like, bro, I don't even know y'all. What do I look like letting y'all just set up business in my place? So he had us actually draw, and then we had to go back around, paint it and shit like that. And yeah, like that was our white belt phase. And then white belt on top of the chores we had to do. Right? We had to sweep, mop, all that, take out the trash.
Oh, they had y'all on some Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah. Pick up your jacket.
Yeah,
type shit. Like, you was literally working for them. Most people be like, so you was doing all this for free, but when you look at it like that, it's so negative that when you look at it from this way, they teaching me a skill. I'm gonna use this for life. It's like shit. I do all of that again just for my license again. So it was worth it.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Some prerequisites, bro.
Man,
a lot of people need that.
Yeah.
A lot of different industries and different things just in life in general need to start having more prerequisites and shit they be doing. 'Cause a lot of people just jump in, you know what I'm saying, to stuff,
man,
and don't know what they doing and
don't know the I don't want to say decorum, but don't know the real ins and out of it. Kind of like we truckers, man. We got all these new truckers that think you could take 30-minute breaks on the fuel island, bro. It's rude.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
That's rude, bro.
At least pull up a little bit.
At least
get out the way.
Yeah, go park, man. Like break that down like really, really quick. You know what I'm saying? So truck drivers, people think we drive all day. We don't. We could drive 11 hours in a day.
Mm-hmm.
You got this clock. It's called your hours of service. So you got a 14-hour clock and 11-hour clock. So within that 14 hours, you got to use your 11 hours or it's gone.
Okay.
So after the first 8 hours of driving, you have to take a 30-minute break. Whether you want to or not, whether you need to or not, you have to stop for 30 minutes, be off duty, not in the driver's seat, go through whatever. So say if I'm driving, right, and I'm like, oh, I need some gas. I don't want to take a 30, but he pull in front of me and just say, it's regular trucks around, so all the fuel stations filled up. And I'm thinking he getting gas. He just pull up on the pump and sit there for 30 minutes.
Hey, nah, that shit, you ain't got to be trucking for that to piss me off.
Yeah, bro. It's rude. So it was.
We on a time deficit.
Yeah. So it was cool to hear to say, like, you know what I'm saying, you went through the real ropes, bro, and you appreciated it. You know what I'm saying, you accepted it. You ain't try to jump the line, because it's people, we call them super truckers. It's people that get out here day one and they think they can drive from here to California, no break, and then before you know it, they somewhere in the ditch. Flipped over, talking about some, man, the roads was bad. I don't know what they was doing. No, that was you.
Yeah.
That was you.
Bless their heart.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought about getting into that level of trucking too, man. But I was like, man, thinking about going through all of that shit on the roads, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll probably be
rest for the wicked.
Yeah.
And I'm a true OTR driver, bro. I'm gonna put it to you like this. Last year, dude, because I'm an entrepreneur myself, have my own truck. I used to be gone for 2 weeks at a time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I live, eat, sleep on that truck. Like, that's the only real way to get some money. It sound crazy. We just said it in other pods. You may or may not heard it, but like, it sound crazy, bro. But real life, like, I got a 5-gallon bucket and you take a bag. Imagine doing that every day when you got to use the bathroom, because you may be somewhere where there ain't no bathroom in.
Right.
You got to pee in the you got to pee in the bottle. You got to poop in the bucket. Some days you can't even get to the truck stop. Sometimes you go to truck stops. This was early this week when it was cold. The water froze. They don't have water there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the store buying a gallon of water. I got like a little electric one, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Warm up the water on the stove on a little thing. Pour it in like a bedside pan you get from the hospital.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm taking. It's rough, bro.
Man,
it's a lifestyle. Damn. It ain't just. I mean, it's money behind it. I will tell you money behind, but it's hard earned money though. I mean, not saying that like, tattooing not, but it's hard earned money. And you got a new son, you know what I'm saying, new kid. You gonna miss a lot, bro. Yeah. Luckily for me, like, I just got lucky, I think. I don't know, maybe that's just the way God worked, but I got to see the first steps. I got to hear the first words. But like the first birthday, I sung happy birthday on the phone, bro, and went into the truck stop and got like a honey bun as cake. It get rough. It ain't, it ain't. And they draw you in, man, with the money. Because like you just said, you was happy and comfortable with what you was doing before. But when things happen, then you kind of sit back and you go, y'all missing out on a lot. And this money, I mean, it means so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it allows you to do what you want to do. Yeah. But then you realize you give up so much to even do it. Like even now, like I said, I'll be gone all week. I get off on Thursday. I go back in on Sunday. I'll be leaving out at 6 a.m. So we do this. It's shut down this, pack it all up, go back to the crib, take shower, meal prep some food or something, go to sleep, get right back up. There's no time for really doing nothing else.
Man, I heard about it. When I used to take calls on the insurance, they used to give me their stories all the time about how rough it get on the road. That's kind of why I was like, man, money do sound good, but it's like, dog, am I built for that kind of lifestyle? I'm like,
real solitude. It's a real solitude.
I don't know what I'd do if I was stuck in a ditch somewhere, dog. I've been, man. Yeah, I'm quitting probably after that.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's stuff happen all the time, man. So I'm a company driver. I just had to pick up one of my fellow company drivers early because his truck broke down.
Damn.
Yeah, it go down, man. You might be stuck overnight. They'll get you a hotel or something, bro. Maybe, possibly, if you lucky enough. You know what I'm saying? But some people be stuck for 4-5 hours. It get wicked out there, bro.
Damn. And how long you been in? How long you been in?
I jumped longer than me. I jumped right in as soon as I turned 21. So we all graduated at the same time. Yeah. As soon as I turned 21, I went to trucking school. My birthday March 14th. I started trucking school March 20 because I had went to Vegas. So when I came back for my 21st, I went right to trucking school. I'll be 5 years in. April 23rd, I started at Hogan. So April 23rd to technically be my 5 years driving, but I started trucking March 2019.
Okay, oh shit.
5 years in.
I'm a year and a quarter.
A year and a quarter? You enjoying it so far, man? Or?
It's decent, bro. It pay the bills.
You get stuck in it, bro. And it's some easy shit. Like when you think it's more mental than it is physical, obviously, because you're just sitting in the truck not doing nothing all day. Yeah. So it's a lot of mental, bro. Where you just imagine. Everything looked the same. A lot of people want to travel. When you start driving truck, though, you realize, bro, Indiana looked the same as Missouri back roads. Missouri back roads look the same as Arkansas back roads. Damn. Bro, I done almost touched. I think I'm at 40 or the 48 states that's inland. I think I'm at 40, bro. I'd have damn near been all around the U.S.
Damn.
I'd have been everywhere. Only thing I'm really missing is like the upper West Coast, like the Colorados and the Wyoming, little stuff like that. Utah.
Okay. Boy, road warrior. Obviously, I'm assuming you come up with original pieces from time to time. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you putting it down. Have you ever seen anybody, like, how would you feel if you drew an original piece and laced it on somebody and then somebody else seen it and started to like copy that motion?
Man. How I would feel if they actually managed to pull that off, but shit, I ain't gonna lie, that should have pissed me off.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a lot of hours, a lot of like dedication you gotta put towards that particular piece because you don't know who it's going to. So you trying to really just put it out there and see if anybody will grab it. That's you like throwing the little worm out there on the rod.
Yeah.
You just trying to catch a fish, and just for this motherfucker to not only take your fish but steal your worm. You know, it was like, damn, you ain't even try to switch it up. You could have added your own flavor to it or something. But nah, like stealing in the tattoo industry is it's okay and it's not okay. It's like changed it up. You know what I'm saying? Add your style to it. Like don't just take my piece and just this is me. No, take that and add a butterfly or something. I don't give a fuck what you do to it, but don't make it yours.
Okay. So it's not like a thing to where it's a homage to each other, like, all right, you drew something like, cause you know, you go in some tattoo shops, they slap the book on you and just find something in the book. It's not like that to where it's like, okay, I got my work in the book. Now everybody is doing my work in the book. You know what I'm saying?
So nah, because everybody done found Pinterest and everybody's in love with like Pinterest tattoos. So when we get walk-ins or when we get like mostly people that just come in trying to get a tattoo, they done now already found what the fuck they looking for on the phone and they just want somebody to do it or somebody that's particular in that style to do it. So we don't really keep books. I know some old classic shops, they do still keep books and they still paint and still do hand drawing like tattoo flashes every day. And they sell too, but for the new generations and shit, like nah, we saw what we want. We want this. We don't want none of that.
I got you. I would like to talk about pricing. Like, what's your going rate? Because lately, just on social media, they've been saying, was it deal or no deal? You know what I'm saying? You show me something, tell me a price, I tell you deal or no deal. Do you participate in that, or do you have like a flat rate where you're like, nah, I need X, Y, Z?
I do and I don't. Certain people you gotta come strong with. You gotta come with that flat rate because some people will bullshit you. Some people will bullshit you. But I do deals. I do barters. I like to do that. I just actually tatted my barber up for some shoes. So shit, it was
Okay.
yeah. So like I am open if it's worth it for me. I even take tips and weed. So shit, like
Man, that's good to hear. The
Yeah.
barter system still works.
yeah, the barter system
goddamn.
definitely works, man.
My boy, you take food stamps?
Hey, how much? How much?
Man.
No cap, for real. That yeah, we definitely do it. But we won't say it though. Like that, we ain't gonna initially be like, well, shit. We like, I don't know.
Quiet as kept.
Yeah, we quiet as kept.
I feel it. Yeah, man. I feel like you got it. Like, okay, you done a lot of like virgin tattoos.
Yeah,
What was that, man? That was
got a lot of
that's
virgin.
weary.
And Verge is coming up too. To be honest, I kind of like the experience now. At first, I used to be like, man, I kind of want somebody that a little broken in. He got a few tattoos here and there, or she got a few tattoos there. But like now, it's like I get to be these. Now, how I think about it, I'm like, I'm these first people's experience. And when they get my experience, they're not gonna want anything less. They're not gonna want to go to somebody in the basement. They're not gonna want to go to fucked up ass shops or like shops that don't relate to them. They gonna want to come back because the vibes are right. We take care of them. We get them aftercare, get them more education on the piece that they get. And actually, and in most cases, we take whatever that you wanted to get when you first walked in there, and we do some crazy shit, probably for no extra cost either. We just go in with that shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I like that. I like when the artists take it and make it his own, and then it's like, okay, you gave me what I wanted and you exceeded it. And like you said, that'll definitely make me want to come back and let you do some more work.
For sure. Oh, yo, yeah.
Yeah, I know you out the tattoo game, man.
Yeah, so
how many pieces you got?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I done filled up this arm. I'm still doing this arm, and I just started my leg sleeve. But
You tattooed yourself?
Yeah, I did actually. I tatted my thigh. That was I said that I did my first tattoo. That was my first tattoo on a climb. My first actual tattoo was on myself.
Okay.
And that's kind of just to see how I felt.
Was that hard?
like your first tattoo overall and the first tattoo you ever did?
It was on me.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was on me. And I was nervous as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, man, I ain't think I'd ever have to tattoo myself. But like, man, like I was, when I first pulled my line, I'm over here like this, shaking. Cause I'm actually about to damage myself.
Man.
But after like the first couple pulls and shit like that, I'm like, man, this ain't too bad. I just started getting through that shit.
You can anticipate the pain a little bit.
Yeah, after a while, the pain do start to get to you though. Like I ain't gonna lie, that shit did start eating at me. I like, yeah, I gotta cut this off, man. It's too much.
So what's the longest session you've ever done? Just sat down one person, said they want to sleep or something. What's the longest you'd have went? 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours on the tat?
So I did 6 hours.
Jeez Louise. What kind of tat was that?
It was a dragon.
Oh man.
It was a dragon. And she wanted the scales in there. And like I had to tell her to come back for the shading because it was already like getting super late. And I was like, I ain't like tattooing. This was also like in the beginning too. So like I didn't like tattooing when I got like super tired. So like unless it's like a super huge piece, I ain't really had to spend over that amount of time on a tattoo before again.
Okay. How you feel about tattoo parties?
I just did one. Yay and nay. I gotta check out the area. I gotta check out the environment. I gotta make sure you ain't got like I gotta make sure your house pretty much ain't nasty. So yeah, I gotta do a walkthrough. And that's for anything. Like I gotta make sure I can set my shit up, make sure motherfuckers don't come over here and touch all on my shit. So yeah, it's a yay and nay.
It'd be okay to like, okay, people drinking and, you know, partaking in.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's okay.
Man, drinks is allowed. I definitely just don't be pissed. Don't be pissy drunk.
Right. No, because I heard like it like drinking or being intoxicated causes like heavy blood flow, and it's, you know what I'm saying, it causing them to be bleeders at times. Is
So-
that something?
So a shot or two, like, you know what I'm saying, if you having a good time and you control your liquor, that's fine. But like, I mean, even still, like, kind of watch it and manage it. But like, if you like pissy drunk, then yeah, I wouldn't take you if you like that, because yeah, you do run the risk of your blood just
Thinning out.
Yep, it's too much. Motherfuckers be passing out and shit.
You ever had any of that in your chair?
Not in my chair, but I seen it though. Person got up, he just got done with this leg sleep, man. He got up way too quick, bro. He's like, don't get up too quick. And he turned his back. He said, dude got up. I guess he didn't hear him. Stood right up. Dude said, back and fell. I was like, damn.
Yes. You got some other crazy stories you ever? Because I would assume, but the tattoo world, it just be a bunch of shit going on. It's a bunch of different personalities and characters and stuff that may walk in the shop.
Yeah, we get a lot of strangers and freaks, man. Like, a lot of strangers and freaks, dog. Like I remember we guy looked like Trevor. He woke up underneath the highway or something, dog. Came in, was like, bro, I ain't even got no cell phone number, but I want my hands tatted. I was like, damn, bro, like, this the first thing you wake up and want to do is you want your phone not even on.
Man,
but I was like, shit, if you gonna pay me, fuck it, I don't care. I ain't gonna tell you how to spend your money.
Yeah, hey. Cause he's gonna spend in your pocket, so come on over.
Man, he gonna get it from somewhere. Might as well get it from me.
He just paid myself. But this as we get a few people like that, then we get a few stranger girls. They'll come in, they'll be like, yeah, I just wanted to see how much your name was. I ain't trying to get nothing today though, but just trying to see how much it is. And I know y'all got $100 minimum, but it's just some names. I'm like, man.
Yeah,
they be coming in. Yeah, she came in with her wig on backwards. And it was, yeah, like we get a lot of people like that.
Get it together out here, STL, man.
Yeah. And then we right there on the landing too. So, you know, it's like a lot of homeless people too. So especially when if y'all know the Lou Bar.
The Lou Bar?
Yeah, that's what it used to be called.
I know where Big Daddy's at.
So yeah, it's a bar like literally on the other side of us called the Lou. And when that was open.
Okay.
Lou, yeah. I know that one.
Okay, so yeah, so like when that was open, man, I'm talking about strangers and freaks every day. We'll have like we'll just be outside for a smoke break. We'll see homeless people coming by, walking by and shit like that. We'll have what is called the roach wall, where we put our blunts out. If we ever had to like emergency tattoo, we could just hide it like in the cracks of the bricks and shit like that, line it up. Man, yeah. So look, I came out, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of like get some fresh air or whatever. I'm coming upstairs. All I see is a homeless man on the side of the wall, picking off all of them, putting them in a little bag or something like that. He like, yeah, I'm finna smoke good later on. Oh my God. I'm like, bro, they done hit. I had to go down there and tell her. I like, bro, don't put them on the crack no more, man. They hitting us.
Man.
The wind ain't taking that motherfucker.
The jig is
Oh
up.
man, that's wild. Y'all out here stealing blunts. Y'all don't know what these folks in there doing. And y'all out here just taking shit.
Yeah. I was like, man, y'all crazy as hell.
Yeah, man. So I know you said like my fatherhood, bro. You new dad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you heard, but NBA Youngboy just did an interview not too long ago with Bootleg Kid where he expressed like he wasn't really too big on fatherhood, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your takes on fatherhood and just, you know what I'm saying, the journey, how it's been for you?
I've always wanted to be a father. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I didn't know what I really wanted though. If that makes sense for you. So like when my son was born, that's when it was like, okay, this ain't really playtime. This is like go time. This is kind of like I have to show him the way, and by doing that, I gotta like unlearn a lot of things that I've been doing myself. I can't really move the same way no more. I can't party, can't go out, can't be outside like that no more. I mean, you can. I ain't gonna sit up here and say like you can't, but you can. But
to a degree,
you got to be more responsible. I liked fatherhood because personally, I was already growing into that person anyway. But I get how other people, they can kind of like, they don't know what they bit off too much more than they could chew. It ain't what they wanted, and honestly, not enjoy it. But to each his own. I don't know how they can't enjoy their own person that they created. That shit.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, like I love my son.
Yeah, that'd be wild to me. Like something that you know what I'm saying? See everything, the progression, you know what I'm saying? The similarities, you know what I'm saying? That you have with them and you see yourself in them. The shit be crazy. Like for people not to deal with their kids or have a certain bond with them, that shit just don't sit well with me. You know, especially men. You know what I'm saying? Black men, because we already got a specific stigma on us. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like you saying that or you having that feeling or not want to be around your kids, bro. You that ain't just you outlook on us as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Because black fatherhood, bro, the spectrum of black fatherhood, bro, we all take a part of that. You know what I'm saying? We all share pride in it.
And then it's crazy. I don't think that it's necessarily they don't want nothing to do with their kid. They just don't want nothing to do with what takes care of a kid. Like they don't want to have to stop smoking weed and stop playing the game with their friends all damn day, you know what I'm saying, to make a dinner, or they don't want to go to work and like have to work, you know, you can't work 6 to 8 hours no more, man. You gotta work 8 to 12, damn near like a minimum 10. To be honest with you, these days, the way the economy going, you gotta definitely spend most of your time working. Like all of that extra shit becomes a back burner because it ain't important no more. What you had going on, your views, all of that shit just, when it comes to your child, I feel like that comes after.
100%.
Gotta respect that, bro. Gotta respect that.
Man, shit, I done tried to move so many goddamn times too. It's crazy. It's like rent keep you in one place, but it also keep your ass broke too. So
yeah,
you can't move around. You
gotta
trying
get
to find a new spot. You gotta have 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
First
Then you're not
and
trying to
last.
go nowhere under where you already at. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be like, damn.
You just made me think about something. How does that work for you? Because technically you 1099, you self-employed. When they asking you to bring in a check stub to show that you make 3 times, how you able to do that?
I got a statement.
Okay.
When I did LLC, and that's why I say it's important to be a businessman outside of an artist too. So you got to make sure all your ducks is in a row. You can't just be living off talent. I got an LLC and I started writing off like pretty much everything from gas to clothes to anything that was used that could be tied into like tattooing. You could even write your vacations off your flights and shit like that. Like you could write them off as
Square
business
footage,
meetings.
everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We entrepreneurs. too.
Yeah, I know it. So man, you get off with a lot of stuff and they give you that money back. So it's like that, saving, coming up with like disciplined ways to like hold on to your money.
I appreciate your time, man. You coming out here and really kicking it with us, man.
Yeah, for sure,
man.
dog.
Giving us some of this sauce into the industry, how it worked. You know what I'm saying? One more question, man. You got a dream piece?
A dream piece. Ooh, I got a few. I'm not gonna lie. One in realism and one in kind of like a neo-traditional. This one kind of like anime style, but the realism one, I kind of wanted to do like a memorial piece, and also wanted to do like Egyptian gods and stuff like that along somebody's sleeve, like Anubis.
I just told you. Get me right.
Yeah, I was like, I fuck with like mythology a lot. When I was a kid, I used to grow up reading it. First, I started with Greek, but then I was like, I want to know like Egyptian guys and shit like that too.
Yeah.
So, man, I ain't gonna lie, it's not a lot of people that do black god figures.
Yeah.
And
I used to want the eye horse.
so yeah, it's like that's one of my dream pieces, to definitely do like a nice ass sleeve of some Egyptian gods and realistic piece.
I got a free arm, dog.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
We gonna work, man. We
I got
gonna
a free
work.
arm.
And then for anime, real neo-traditional, honestly, it's kind of up there. I just want to, if you bring me the idea and it's decent, I'll do it type shit. So like, if it's anything anime or up that of what I just said, like the realism with the Egyptian, that's what I'm going with.
I feel it. We gotta we do a segment, bro, before we get up out of here. We got a quote of the day.
Yeah.
You being our guest of honor. Lace us with something, man. It could be from a lyric, something, you know what I'm saying, hold near and dear, your life philosophy, whatever you want, man. Just give us something to send them home with and to get them pondering.
Okay, shit. Scared money don't make no money.
There we go.
Straight like that, man. You heard it here, man. It's the Speak On It podcast. It's your boy Wine Dine.
And it's your boy Maine.
And it's your boy Josh B. Inc.
And we out.
Peace.